Welcome back to Triple G Sports Replays. Today we're going to continue our 1977 MLB replay. It is May 17th, 7:30 p.m. at Metropolitan Stadium in Bloomington, Minnesota. And we will see the 18-3 Cleveland Indians face the 18-16 Minnesota Twins. It is a warm 81 degrees with a 17-mile-an-hour wind. And let's see the lineups for the game. For the Indians, leading off, playing center field, Rick Manning. Second base, batting second, Dwayne Kuiper. Batting third, the right fielder, Paul Dade. Batting fourth, the DH, Rico Cardi. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Johnny Grubb. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Buddy Bell. Batting seventh and catching will be Ray Fosse. Batting eighth at first base, Bruce Bochy. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Frank Duffy. Your pitcher is going to be Pat Dobson. And for the Minnesota Twins, leading off, the DH, Rich Childs. Batting second at first base, Rod Carew. Batting third, center fielder, Lemon Bostic. Batting fourth, the left fielder, Larry Heisel. Catching and batting fifth is Butch Weiniger. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Mike Cubbage. Batting seventh, in right, Dan Ford. Batting eighth, your shortstop is Roy Smalley. And batting ninth, playing second base, Rob Wilfong. Your pitcher will be Jeff Hawley. All right, the Cleveland Indians, 18-13, 3 games back of the Yankees and Orioles. They got a 3-game winning streak, 7 for their last 10. On the road, 11-4. They won yesterday against the Twins 2-1. They're on the season 2-1 versus the Twins. The home Minnesota Twins, 18-16. They're 2.5 games back of the Royals. They've lost the last game. They're 5-5 in their last 10. And at home, they're 7-6. And Jeff Hawley comes out to pitch. Hawley's a D pitcher with a YZ modifier. Since being called up on May 1st, he's appeared in 3 games, only starting one, which was his last appearance on the 10th. And he had a no decision in a 7-6 loss at Detroit. Went 4 1/3, given up 7 hits, 2 runs all earned, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. And leading off for the Cleveland Indians will be Rick Manning. Manning's appeared in 30 of the 31 games, only batting 157. He does have 3 home runs and 12 RBIs. And the pitch to Manning. A 21's a 30. That's hit in the air to left. Weisel's there, makes a grab. We have 1 away. Next up, Dwayne Kuiper. Kuiper is appeared in 27 games, batting .209, has 3 home runs and 4 RBIs. No home runs and 4 RBIs. And the pitch to Kuiper. A 66, that's a hard hit ball. 15, that's hit into the gap and left. And the speedy Kuiper is heading for second. He's rounded second, going for third, and the throw is in, and he is safe. Kuiper with a triple. And that's going to put a runner on third with 1 out. And up's going to come Paul Dade. Paul Dade appeared in 21 games, batting .250, has 1 home run and 3 RBIs. Infield's playing deep. And the pitch, 54 is a 32 that's hit in the air to right. Ford wanders over, makes the catch, gets the throw in, and Kuiper will hold. And we have 2 away. Excuse me. He's going to tag and score. So that's going to be a sacrifice. Dade gets a sacrifice, and we are 1-0. So from the top of the first inning. Cleveland with one out. Sees Dade hit a sacrifice fly to right. Kuiper scores, and it's 1-0 Cleveland. That will bring up Enrico Cardi. Cardi's appeared in 26 games, batting .273. He does have 2 home runs and 19 RBIs. And the pitch. 21's a 30. That's hit in the air to left. Heisel's there, makes a grab, and the sides are tired, but not before Cleveland gets on the board with 1. And so through half an inning, it is 1-0 Cleveland Indians. Pat Dobson's going to take the mound. Dobson is 0 for 4 with a 7.43 ERA. He's appeared in 6 games, 5 of them starts. His last start was on the 4th of May, which was he got the no decision, but it was a win against Minnesota 6-5. He went 5 1/3, giving up 7 hits, 2 runs all earned with 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. And he is going to face for the Twins, Rich Childs. Childs has appeared in 23 games, only batting .182. He has 1 home run with 10 RBIs. 32's a 26. That's hit on the ground to the right side. Second baseman Kuiper's there, throws to first, and we have 1 down. That's going to bring up Rod Carew. Carew has appeared in all 34 games. He's leading the league with a .357 average. He's first in hits with 50. He's tied for first with 6 triples. 27 RBIs would be 7th in the league. On-base percentage of .406, that's 4th. Slugging at .593 is 8th. This is his MVP season, and that's where he threatened to bat .400. He's, like I say, currently at .357. And the pitch. 44 is a 7. That's hit out to the right, and that's going to drop for a single. And Carew adds to his league-leading hit total. That will bring up Lyman Bostic. Bostic has appeared in 31 games, batting .298. He's on a 4-game hitting streak right now, which he has 39 hits, tied for 7th. He's got 6 triples, tied with Carew for the league lead. And he does have 1 home run. And the pitch. A 33 is a 0. That's a hard hit ball. 61's a 5, and that's hit to the gap and right, and it's going deep, and it is gone. And with 1 swing of the bat, the Twins retake the lead on a home run by Lyman Bostic. So Minnesota with 1 out sees Bostic hit a home run to the right center field, scoring Carew, and it's 1-2. All right, Larry Heisel's up. Larry Heisel's appeared in 33 games, batting .339. That'll be 3rd in the league. He does have 29 runs scored, which is 1st. He's got 42 hits, but that's tied for 4th. His 31 RBIs is good enough for 4th in the league. He's got 9 doubles. That's tied for 6th. 4 triples, tied for 3rd. He's slugging .597. That's good for 7th in the league. And his on base of .415 is good enough for 3rd. So he's definitely a threat. And the pitch. A 32 is a 26. That's hit on the ground to the right side. And Kuiper will get to it, throw it across to first base, and we have 2 away. That will bring up Butch Weiniger. Weiniger's appeared in 25 games, batting only .217. He's got 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. And the pitch. 16's a 28. That's hit over to the left side on the infield, but Duffy's there, throws it across, and we have 3 away. But not before the Twins put a crooked number on the board. And at the end of 1, it is 1-2 Minnesota. All right. Jeff Holley is back out on the mound, and he is going to face Johnny Grubb. Johnny's appeared in 19 games, batting .254. He's got 1 home run and 9 RBIs. And the pitch. A 55 is an 8, and that's hit to the gap and left, and it's going to drop for a hit. And Grubb will be on first. And that's going to bring up Buddy Bell. Bell has appeared in all 31 games. He's got a .328 batting average. That's tied for 6th in the American League. He's in the last 6 games, though. He's 5 for 11. He does have 4 home runs and 19 RBIs. Let's see if he can add to that total. Oops. And a 44 is a 7, and that's going to be hit to right. That's going to drop. Grubb's going to get to third. Batter will hold at first, and we're going to have runners on the corners with nobody out, which will bring up Ray Fosse. Fosse appeared in 15 games, batting .236. No home runs, does have 5 doubles and 5 RBIs. Twins are going to play deep, see if they can turn a double play. And the pitch. 46 is a 13. He goes down swinging. First strikeout of the game for Holley. That will bring up Bruce Bochy. Bochy's, since being traded to the Indians, has appeared in 4 games, bat .313 here in his 4 games with the Cleveland Indians. And the pitch. 66 is a 0. That's a hard hit ball. And that's hit to the left, and that is over the fence and gone. 3-run home run for Bochy. And the Indians retake the lead. So in the top of the second, Cleveland with 1 out sees Bochy hit a home run to left field, and that will score Grubb and Bell. And it's 4-2 Indians. That's going to bring up Frank Duffy. Duffy's appeared in 22 games, only batting .104. He's got a double, a triple, and 4 RBIs. And the pitch. A 41's a 24, hit on the ground to short. Smalley will get it, throw it to Carew, 2 down. And that will bring up Rick Manning. Manning 0 for 1. And the pitch. 23 is a 26. That's hit on the ground to the right side. Second baseman Wilfong gets it, throws it to Carew, and the side's retired. But not before the Indians retake the lead. And so we're through 1.5. And it's 4-2. Let's get you caught up on some scores here in the majors while Dobson's doing his warm-up pitches. Earlier today in the American League, the New York Yankees beat the Oakland A's 3-1 in Oakland. In the National League, we saw the San Diego Padres beat the Cubs 4-1. Game action going on now. Looks like in the American League, only 1 game. We got at Milwaukee, we got Toronto 0, Milwaukee 3 in the second. National League in Philadelphia, the Phillies are ahead of the Dodgers 2-0 in the 5th. In Atlanta, It's Montreal 1, Atlanta 10 in the 4th inning. Over in the New York, the Mets are trailing San Francisco 1-0 in the 5th. And in Cincinnati, you've got, in the 4th inning, you've got the Pirates up over Cincinnati 3-0. So that's where we are in the current games going on. Okay, for Minnesota, we're going to see Mike Cubbage up to bat. Cubbage, 29 games, he's batting .273, does have 2 home runs and 17 RBIs. And the pitch, a 45 is a 14, he's going to draw a walk. So that's going to put him on first. And that'll bring up Disco Dan Ford. Ford's appeared in 33 games, batting only .226. He's 0, in the last 3 games, he's 0 for 14. But he does have 2 home runs, does have 11 RBI, so he does have some power. Let's see what he can do. 25 is an 8, and that is a line drive to left field that's going to drop. Cubbage is pushing to get to third to throw, and he is safe. And so the Twins will have runners on the corners. And that's going to bring up Roy Smalley. Smalley's appeared in 29 games, batting .259, has 1 home run, 5 doubles, and 15 RBIs. And the pitch to Smalley. A 56 is a 34, and that's going to be popped up over by first base. And Bochy makes a grab. That's 1 down. That will bring up Rob Wilfong. Rob Wilfong's appeared in 19 games, batting .236. He does have 7 steals, which is tied for 8th in the league. No extra base hits, only 8 RBIs. And the Twins are it's going to be a squeeze. Third, a 63 is a 31. 31, he's out at first, runners advance 1 base, pitcher to second. And so he's able to lay a bunt down and get Cubbage to score. And so we're going to have the Twins adding a run. Cubbage scores. So it's now 4-3 Cleveland. So bottom of the 2nd, Minnesota sees Wilfong do a sacrifice bunt, and Cubbage scores 4-3. That's going to bring up Rich Childs with runners on first and second. All right, and the pitch to Childs. Infield's playing deep. A 55 is an 8, and that is hit over short. Ford will score, and Wilfong's going to hold at second, and we have a tie ball game. So Minnesota with 1 out. Sees Childs hit a single over shortstop. Ford scores, and it's 4-4. Okay, and then we'll bring up Rod Carew. Carew 1 for 1 on the day with a run scored, and the pitch. A 53 is a 19, and that's going to be third baseman with a 5. 19, that's going to be a first on air. Runners advance 2 bases. So Bell, with his 5 rating, is not able to make the play. And so we're going to have a run scored, unearned against Dobson. Wilfong will score, and the Twins are up 5-0. So Minnesota with 1 out sees Carew with an E5. Wilfong scores, and it's 4-5 Minnesota. This was definitely not going to be a pitcher's duel. And that'll bring up Lyman Bostic. 1 for 1 with that 2-run home run in the bottom of the first. And let's see what he can do here. And the pitch. A 52 is a 27. And that is hit over to hard hit over to third. And he's going to throw, no, that's strikeout. Strikeout by Bostic. And so we have 2 down with Larry Heisel up. Heisel 0 for 1. And the pitch. A 61 is a 40. And that is going to be Carew's going off, taking off for a second, and he is caught. He was thrown out by Fossey. Score that 2-4 on his caught stealing by Carew. And that'll be the end of the inning. But Minnesota gets 3 more, and we are 4-5 through 2. Heisel will get to bat again next inning. All right, Jeff Holly comes out. Holly is going to face Dwayne Kuiper. Kuiper had that triple with a run scored. And the pitch. 35 is a 22. And that is going to be hit over to first base. Carew tosses it to Holly, and we've got 1 down. I'll see Paul Dade come up, had that sacrifice fly. And Snake Eyes is a hard hit ball. 14's a 7, that's hit to right, and that's down for a single. Dade rounds first, and he holds, and we got a runner on for Rico Cardi. Cardi 0 for 1. Infield playing deep. 66 is a 1, and that's hit hard to left field, and that is gone. No doubter on that one. And the Indians get the lead back. And it's now 6-5. Second home run given up on the day by Holly. And so the top of the third, Cleveland with 1 out. Sees Cardi hit a home run to left field. Dade scores, and it's 6-5. Well, we definitely knew it was not going to be a pitcher's duel. There is definitely activity in the bullpen now. Johnny Grubb is up 1 for 1. 32's a 26. That's hit on the ground to second. Wilfong throws it to Carew, 1 down, or 2 down. And that'll bring up Buddy Bell. Bell's 1 for 1 with a run scored. And the pitch. 25 is an 8. That's a single to the leg to the gap and left, and Bell's on. And that's going to be it for Jeff Holly. He's going to go 2 2/3, giving up 6 runs, all earned. 7 hits with 1 strikeout. And it looks like they're going to bring in Bergmeyer to pitch. Bergmeyer's a C pitcher, no modifiers. Two-grade pitcher, so we'll boost team ratings 1, doesn't change any boards. All right. For Bergmeyer on the season, he's 1-0 with 1 save, 3.43 ERA. He's appeared in 13 games, 21 innings, 30 runs, 30 hits, 9 runs, 8 are earned, 1 home run, 6 walks, 10 strikeouts. And we still have 1 runner of record for Holly. Let's see if he can get out of this little jam here. And the pitch to Fosse. A 53 is an 18. And that's going to be hit over short. And Duffy gets it. What a diving play. Throws it to first and gets him in time. Good play. Or excuse me, no, Smalley. No, this is Smalley. No, that's an error. He can't get it, and error on the shortstop. It leaks out into the outfield, and Bell makes it to third. So Fosse gets an error by Roy Smalley, and we're gonna see Buddy Bell scamper to third base. We got runners on the corners. I'm gonna bring up Bochy. He had that 3-run home run. And the pitch. 54 is a 32. That's gonna be hit in the air to right. And Ford will get over and make the catch, and that's the end of the side. But not before we see 2 more runs on the board for Cleveland. We're through 2.5, and it's 6-5 Minnesota. And Dobson's coming out to pitch. He's going to face Larry Heisel. Heisel for 1. And the pitch. 65 is a 35. That's popped up near home plate. Fosse gets under it, makes a catch. We have 1 down. Now let's see Butch Weiniger up. Weiniger 0 for 1. 14's a 30. That's hit in the air to left. Right at Grubb. And then he makes a catch. 2 down. And that'll see Mike Cubbage up. Cubbage had that walk and scored a run. And the pitch. 33 is a 0. That's a hard hit ball. And 64 is a 6. That's a hard hit ball to the gap and right. Cubbage is going around first to second, and he is there with a stand-up double. So Twins have 1 on with Dan Ford coming up. Ford has a single with a run scored. And the pitch. 61 is a 42. He got plunked. Hit by the pitch by Dobson. Second time he's been hit by a pitch this season. And that'll put runners on first and second and bring up Roy Smalley. Smalley 0 for 1. And the pitch. 44 is an 8, and that is hit over the shortstop. Cubbage scores. Ford is going to third, and he is safe on the throw. And we have a tied ball game once again. So, bottom of the third. Minnesota with 2 out. Sees Roy Smalley hit a single over short. Cubbage scores. And it's 6-5. And we're seeing activity now in the Cleveland bullpen. Rob Wilfong's up. He had that squeeze bunt here the last time up. And the pitch. 22 is an 8. And that's a single to right. Ford is going to score. And Smalley's going to get in at the throw at third. And the Twins take a 1-run lead. And that's going to be the end of the day for Dobson. So Minnesota with 2 out. We'll see Wilfong with a single to right. Scoring Ford. 6-7 Minnesota. And so we're going to see Dobson coming out. Dobson went 2 2/3. So far, 6 runs, 5 earned. 7 runs, 6 earned. So he gave up 7 hits, 1 strikeout, and 1 walk. Coming in for him is going to be, if I can find his card, Rick Waits. Waits is a C-grade pitcher with a W modifier. CW. All right. So the Twins have runners on the corners, 2 down, and Rich Childs is up. Childs 1 for 2 with an RBI. And the pitch. A 45 is a 14. He draws a walk. And so the bases are going to be loaded for Rod Carew. Carew's 1 for 2. Has a run scored, was caught stealing his last time on base. And the pitch to Carew, 64 is a 9. See, that's going to be a fly out to left, and Grubb will make the catch. So the Twins leave, the base is loaded, but they get 2 more runs and lead the Indians after 3. It's 6-7. All right, Bergmeyer comes out to start the 4th. And he's going to face Frank Duffy, who's 0 for 1. And our pitch. 53 is an 18, and that's hit over to short. And Smalley boots another one. Duffy's on first on an error by Smalley. He just Can't get it going with his glove today. Which we'll see Rick Manning up. Manning 0 for 2. And he's going to try to bunt him over. 15 is an 11. And that's going to be... Puts the bunt down, and he beats out the throw. Single. Runner to second. The speedy Manning able to beat the throw. And we've got runners on first and second. Kuiper's up. 1 for 2 with the triple, run scored. And the pitch. 55 is an 8. And that's going to be hit to short. Duffy's going to score. Manning will hold up on second, and it's a tie ball game. So, top of the 4th. Cleveland with nobody out. Sees Dwayne Kuiper hit a single over shortstop. And Duffy will score. And it's 7-7 at Metropolitan Stadium. That's going to see Paul Dade. Dade, 1 for 1 with a sacrifice fly. And infield's playing deep. The pitch. Snake Eyes, that's a hard hit ball. 43 is a 7. That's hit to left. Manning's going to score. And Kuiper is in at third. And so now they retake the lead. Manning scores. Kuiper to third. And so nobody out. Paul Dade hits a single to left field. Speedy Manning will score, and it's 8-7 Cleveland. With runners at the corners, Twins are going to try to play deep, hope for a double play here with Rigo Cardi. Cardi 1 for 2. And the pitch. A 35 is a 14. He's going to draw a walk. And there's going to be activity in the bullpen on the Minnesota side. And here comes Johnny Grubb. Grubb 1 for 2. And the pitch. 65 is a 35, and that is a strikeout. 1 down. And that's going to bring up Buddy Bell. Bell's 2 for 2. We've got the Twins playing deep, hoping for a double play ball. And we're going to see a different pitcher. So that's going to put an end to the day for Bergmeyer. He only went one-third? No, that ain't right. He went 2/3 of an inning is all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. He's given up 2 runs. There's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 hits. Did get the 1 strikeout. But the Twins are going to bring in Schuler. Ron Schuler's coming in. So Schuler. He's a C-grade relief pitcher with a YW modifier. And he's going to be facing Buddy Bell. All right. So 1 down, bases loaded, Schuler coming in, and the pitch to Bell. 25 is an 8, and that's going to be hit in the air to right, or to center. And Bostic will make the catch, but Kuiper scores and adds another run. And it's now 9-7 Minnesota, or Cleveland. So Bell, sacrifice fly to center, scores Kuiper. And it is now 9-7. All right. Okay. That's going to bring up Fossey with runners on first and second. Fossey, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. 56 is a 34, and that's popped up to the left side. Cubbage is there to make the catch, and the sides are tired, but boy, another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Another 3 runs. And it is 9-7. Cleveland through 3.5. Goes here to get my lineup squared away. All right, Waite's going to come out, pitch the bottom of the 4th, and he's going to face Lyman Bostic. Bostic has that 2-run home run. And the pitch. 25 is an 8, and that's hit to the gap and left and down for a single. And the Twins are trying to come back again. That'll see Larry Heisel up, 0 for 2. Pitch. And that's a 5, and that's a hard hit ball to the gap and right, and that is gone. Heisel with a blast. And we're tied up again. So Minnesota with no one out sees Heisel hit a home run to right center field. Bostic scores. And it's once again a tied ball game, 9-9. If you didn't know better, you would think it was the Browns and the Vikings. All right. Weiniger's up, 0 for 2. The only Twin that doesn't have a hit. 25 was a 9, and that's popped up to the left side. And Bell's there to make the catch. 1 down. And he will continue to be the 1 Twin without a hit. Mike Cubbage is up. 1 for 1 with a walk. Has that double. For Cubbage, that was his 8th double of the year. And for Heisel there, that home run is home run number 6. Okay, pitch to Cubbage. 44 is an 8. That's hit on the ground or into the gap and left, and Cubbage is on with another single. All right, that's going to bring up Dan Ford. 1 for 2 on the day. got hit by a pitch here last time. And the pitch. 23's a 26. That's hit over to second. And got Cubbage, and Ford beats a throw. So Ford's going to be safe with a fielder's choice. And we got 2 down. I don't see Roy Smalley up. Smalley 1 for 2 with an RBI. But he's got 2 fielding errors on the day. He had 2 coming into the day. He's doubled his total in 1 day with 4. And the pitch to Smalley. 23's a 26. That's hit on the ground over to second. And he tosses it to the shortstop, and the sides are tired. But we get 2 more runs for the Twins. And it's 9-9. Schuler comes out to pitch the 5th. That's going to see Bochy up. Bochy, 1 for 2, has that 3-run home run. And the pitch. 25 is an 8, and that's hit to the gap and left, and that's down for a single. Another hit for Bruce Bochy, which will see Frank Duffy up. He's 0 for 2 with a run scored. And the pitch. 55 is a 9, and that's hit over to third base. Cubbage throws it across the diamond to get Duffy, and we got 1 down, but a runner on second. Score that 5-3. Which will bring up Rick Manning. Manning 1 for 3. And the pitch. A 15's an 11. And that is going to be a single to left. And Bochy's going home. The throw from Heisel. And they get him. They get him with the good throw by Heisel. So, but Manning's on first with another single. Tried to get that lead back, couldn't quite get it in there. Good throw by Larry Heisel. All right. So that'll give us 1 down. And with Manning up, that's 2 down. That's going to bring up Kuiper. So Kuiper and the pitch, and Manning is off and running. So Schuler's a right-handed pitcher. Our catcher's wide under a 7. Manning has we rolled a 25, and he's safe. Manning gets in with a stolen base. 0-1 on Kuiper, with Manning on second. For Manning, that's his 6th swipe of the year. And let's see what we can do with it. 0-1. 31 is a 9, and that is hit on the ground over to first. Carew picks it up, touches the bag, and the sides are tired. And we finally go frame with no runs for anybody. And the Indians leave 1. And it is 9-9 through the middle of 4. far from being a pitcher's duel. Waite's going to come out, but there is activity in the bullpen. Let's get you caught up with action throughout the league. In the American League from Milwaukee, the Brewers are leading the Blue Jays 4-0 in the 5th. In the National League, it's the 8th inning in Philadelphia. Phillies are leading the Dodgers 5-0. From Atlanta, it's Braves 11, Expos 5 through 7. Looking out over at New York at the Mets, you got there trailing the Giants 2-1 in the 8th. And in Cincinnati, the Pirates are leading the Reds 3-0 in the 8th. All right, Rob Wilfong will be up. Wilfong 1-for-1. Does have that sacrifice bunt. And that's his first sacrifice bunt on the year. And the pitch. A 32 is a 26. That's hit on the ground to the right side. Kuiper grabs it, throws it to first. We got one down. And that's going to be it for him. Looks like they're going to bring in a new pitcher. In comes Don Hood. Don Hood, a pitcher with a YW modifier. Oops. Hood, he's a 1-grade pitcher. A-grade reliever, YW. And let's see here, looks like for went 1 1/3. Did Waits. Gave up 2 runs. 11, got 4 hits. No strikeout, did have 1 walk. So that'll be your record of the day for Waits. And we bring in Hood. Hood's no record, no wins, no loss, no saves, 3.54 ERA. He's got 7 appearances, 20 in the 3rd innings, 6 hits, 8 runs all earned, has given up 2 home runs, 7 walks on with 13 strikeouts. And he is going to face Rich Childs. Childs 1 for 2 with an RBI and a walk. Oh, cocked eye. 33 is a 0. That's a hard hit ball. 14-6, and that's hit to the gap and right. He's digging for 2, and he's there with a stand-up double, which we'll see Rod Carew up. Carew 1 for 3 with a run scored. Was caught stealing earlier. Second time he was caught stealing this season. Out of 9, he's 6 for 2. And the pitch. 54 is a 32. That's hit in there to right. And it's caught by Dade. He throws it in. Childs will hold. And so we've got 2 down for Lyman Bostic. Bostic, 2 for 3. Has that 2-run home run, 2nd home run of the year, but he has struck out. And the pitch, 31 is an 8. And that's going to be hit to on the ground to 3rd. Bell will grab it, throw it across the diamond, and the sides retired. Twins lead 1. And, hey, we went 1 full inning with nobody scoring a run. It's still 9-9. All right, Don Schuler coming out. Schuler's, his record's 1 for 4 with 2 saves. He's a .394 ERA before this game. 11 appearances, 16 innings, 19 hits, 15 runs, only 7 are earned though. 1 home run, 15 walks, but only 11 strikeouts coming into the game. And he's going to face Paul Dade. Now Dade is 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Does have a sacrifice fly. Hold on here. And the pitch. A 56 is a 13. He goes down swinging. First strikeout of the day for Schuler. And that'll be 1 down. It's going to bring up Rico Cardi. Cardi, 1 for 2, has that 2-run home run. For Cardi, that's his 3rd home run of the season. And the pitch. 53 is a 20. And that is hit on the ground over to second. And Wilfong can't come up with it. And so Cardi's going to be on first due to the error. Error on Wilfong. 4th error of the season for him. Which will bring up Johnny Grubb. Grubb's 1 for 3. And the pitch. 22 is a 7, and that is hit to right. Runner's going to 3rd, and Grubb will hold at 1st, and we got runners on the corners with 1 down. I'll see Buddy Bell up. Bell, 2 for 2. Does have that sacrifice fly. That's his first sacrifice on the season. And he does have a fielding error, which is his 2nd of the year. Been a sloppy game on errors. We got 1 over on the Cleveland side, 3 on the Minnesota side. Infield playing deep, and the pitch. 65 is a 35, and that's fouled back deep behind first base. And Wilfong runs over, makes the catch. And the runners are going to hold, and we got 2 down. And that will bring up Fosse. Ray Fosse 0 for 3 with a strikeout. He's the only one of only 2 Cleveland Indians that don't have a hit. 15's an 8. And he hits at the center field. But Bosick will run it down, and that will retire the side. So Cleveland strands 2. And through 5.5, we are still 9-9. And Hood's going to come out for his warm-up pitches. And it looks like that's going to be the end of the day for Schuler. He went 2 1/3. Gave up 1 run. Hit wise 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. 3 hits on the day. Had the 1 strikeout. No walks. That'll be the line score for him. All right, Hood's going to face Larry Heisel. Larry Heisel, 1 for 3 with that home run. And the pitch. 33 is a 5, and that's a hard hit ball down the first base line. Heisel's digging, and he will be in with a stand-up double. 10th double of the season for him. Which will bring up Butch Weiniger. Weiniger, only twin without a hit. He's 0 for 3. And the pitch. 61 is a 36, and that is a wild pitch by Hood. And we're going to see Heisel scamper over to third. That's first wild pitch of the season on Hood. So we got a runner on third. Weinerger's up. And the pitch. 13, he draws a walk. Turns that wild pitch into a walk. And so Weinerger may not get a hit, but he is on base. And so we're going to have runners at the corners with nobody out. And Mike Cubbage coming up. Cubbage 2 for 2 with that double. The infield's going to play deep, looking for the double play. And the pitch. 64 is a 13. That's a called third strike. Cubbage is not happy about that, but he is out. And so we have one down now with Dan Ford up. Ford's 2 for 2. Infield still again playing deep. And the pitch. 21 is a 30. That's hit in the air to left. Make the grab. Heisel is going to throw at the plate, and he is safe. Ford gets a sacrifice fly, and Heisel scores, and the Twins regain the lead. It's now 10-9 Twins. So in the bottom of the 6th, Minnesota with nobody out. Excuse me, with one out. Sees Ford hit a sacrifice fly to left field. And Heisel scores 9-10 Twins. And that will bring up Roy Smalley. Smalley 1 for 3. And the pitch. 36 is a 33, and that's going to be popped up on the left side. High pop up. But Bell's there, makes a catch. And so the Twins will lead 1, but they managed to get a run in. And so we are through 6. And it is 9-10 Minnesota. If we didn't know better, we'd swear it was a football game here today. All right, we're through 6. And we're going to pause there. This will be part 1. I'll get part 2 out when I can. And if you like what you're seeing here, I mean, it's a wild game. It's back and forth. If you like what you're seeing, please hit like and subscribe. And thanks for watching Triple G Sports Replays.